Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Nitai Gaurango, Gaur Hari, Nitai Gaurango. Nitai Gaurango, Gaur Hari, Nitai. Jai Sachinandana, Gaur Hari. Patita Pavana Gaur Hari, Patita Pavana Gaur Hari. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare, Nitai. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Nitai, 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 Nitai Gauranga, Nitai, 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 Nitai Gauranga, Nitai, Nitai, Nitai. Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Gaura, Gaura, Gaur Hare, Gaura, Gaura, Gaur Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Radhe. Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's our great fortune today. We have His Grace Vrindavan Prabhu and Her Grace Ekavali Mataji, and we also have one traveling devotee from Pune, His Grace Parashuram Prabhu, and we have many elderly people here. Please welcome everybody. I would like to introduce Prabhu for my purification. So His Grace Vrindavan Prabhu is he first came in contact with ISKCON in 1974. So many of us are not born by that by then, except for maybe like 3 or 4 here. So for more than 40 years, he has done many valuable services in ISKCON. He's the temple president, traveling Sankirtan party leader, head pujari, temple commander, brahmachari training program leader, congregational preaching leader, padayatra coordinator, spiritual mentor, accountant. And he's a senior disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And he has preached in many centers all over the world. And he has also written a book on Sant Tukaram. And when Prabhu speaks about Tukaram Maharaj, it will melt our hearts. So yesterday we had some fortune of hearing some katha. And then he also regularly writes spiritual articles for Marathi newspaper, Tarun Bharat. And it has been in circulation for more than 2 lakhs. So all over India, Pune, and everywhere, Prabhu does the preaching. But more than anything, Prabhu carries a lot of realizations. Although some of the things that we may hear, but when we hear from pure devotees, it touches our hearts. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said, Bhavadvida Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita. So we don't have to go to places of pilgrimage. Generally, people go to places of pilgrimage to purify. But when exalted devotees walk on this earth, wherever they put the feet, all the tirtha, sthal will be at the lotus feet. So that is our great fortune that we have His Grace Vrindavan Prabhu today. So please, let's welcome in ISV style. So Radha Madan Mohan should hear 3 times. Let's say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, Jai Jai Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, Vittal Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, Vittal Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, Jai Jai Vittal, Jai Hari Vittal, विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल 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 जय हरि विठ्ठल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमः। ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Can you please come in front? It's all looking empty. It's like my heart. You have to fill my heart by coming close. Yes. You have place inside? Okay. So thank you very much for coming. Actually, it's the odd time of the day and Sunday, but still you have managed to come because you have some sincere desire to hear a Krishna Katha. As I entered the house, I felt like I am in Pandharpur. Because of Panduranga is there and Varkaris are chanting the name of Vittala. So wherever there is Vittala and where are his devotees, that is Pandharpur. Right? So devotees have requested me to speak about Tukaram today. So all the quotes will be in Marathi, but I will translate them in English. So both of you are happy, correct? Okay, Hare Krishna. So before I begin, Tukaram Maharaj was giving one every day evening in Dehu. They will have thousands of devotees coming for Tukaram Maharaj pravachans every day evening from all Panchakroshi, all the villages around, because he was so famous. And he will do kirtan like for whole night. As long as somebody is sitting in front of him, he will do kirtan. But around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the night, people will start leaving, because everybody can't digest. So 9:30, 10, somebody will leave. 11 o'clock, somebody will leave. 12 o'clock, somebody will leave. He will do kirtan till the last person was staying. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that. So, this is the last person. So, one time Tukaram Maharaj was doing kirtan and only one person left in front of him. And Tukaram Maharaj very happy. In Kali Yuga, even if one person is there to hear your katha, we should be happy. Because Kali Yuga, nobody wants to hear about Krishna. He said, one person is sitting in front of me. He was so happy. So he asked him, what is the reason made you stay for whole night and you're the only one left? Then he said, the blanket you are standing is mine, so I'm waiting for so I'm waiting to take the blanket. So at least I hope Achyut Kumar will be staying here because we are Hare Krishna. So Tukaram Maharaj is a very special personality. He appeared in 1608. And in his own Abhanga, he explains what is the reason for his coming into this world. Most of us, we don't even know why we are here. But Tukaram Maharaj is his own writing. He is writing, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. So, आम्ही वैकुंठवासी आलो याची कारणासी बोलिले जे ऋषी साच भावे वर्ताव्य अर्थे लोपली पुराणे नाश केला शब्दज्ञाने विषय लोभी मने साधने बुडविली पिटू भक्तीचा डांगोरा कळी काळासी दरारा तुका म्हणे करा जय जयकार आनंदे. All Marathi people understood what I said? Hopefully, right? Okay. So what is he saying? That Ami Vaikuntavasi, we have come from Vaikunta because he came for a special purpose. So therefore he remembered why he came. And we have also come from Vaikunta, but we think that I have come here to go to America, New Zealand, or like that. That's my job here. But we have come from Vaikunta. And because we have missing Vaikunta, we are suffering in this world. But a pure devotee like Tukaram, he remembers that. Ami Vaikuntavasi, alo yachi karanasi. He said, I have come for this purpose. Bolile je Rishi, saats bhave vartavya. So here Rishi means Vyasadeva. Whatever Vyasadeva has written in Bhagavatam and all the Vedas, I have come here, saats bhave. This is most important, to experience and tell. Sometimes people tell but without experience. So there are so many Kali Yuga. People talk about God, people talk about Adhyatma, but they have no realization of what they are talking because they just read the books and talk. But Tukaram Maharaj is saying, Sahas Bhave means I have experienced it and I am preaching it. Sahas Bhave Vartavya, whatever Vyasdeva has written. Then he says, Arthe Lopali Purane, all the scriptures, every sentence is devoted to the Lord and takes you to the Lord. But Nashikela Shabdat Jnane. And people in Kali Yuga are putting their own words and they are destroying. So even though the Shastra, Puranas, Veda, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, everything is pure. But people in Kali Yuga, they are so selfish and they are so blind, they are putting their own words and they are trying to explain this. Therefore, nobody is interested in purifying their heart because they are not explaining the way it's supposed to be. Nashikela Shabdajnani. And how is that? He is saying, Adarani Bharle Jaga. Just like When you walk, uh, in India, you see when you walk in the hills in the rainy season, the grass is there, all the grass is coming, correct? But those farmers, those who graze their cows, they know the road, even though the grass is there. Right? They know the road. So similarly, the sadhus who walk the road, they know the road. Mahajanena gata sapanta. But because in Kali Yuga, this grass of so many unwanted commentaries on Puranas and Shastras, Gita, Bhagavad, is covering the real path of going back home, back to God, real path of going to Vaikuntha. And then he says, Uchishtacha bhaga shesha urla to sevo. I have come here to distribute that uchishta. Uchishta means the one food which is that is eaten by others. That is called uchishta. So, what is the uchishta? Do you see that it is recommended that we should eat the remnants or the leftovers of the sadhus? So, there are two meanings for that. Not only food, just by eating food of a sadhu, you don't become purified. Uchishta really means the word coming from his mouth. We should accept it as our food for the soul. And that is called real Uchishta. We do it at a ritual, we eat sadhu's food and waiting why my heart is still dark. My heart is why it is so heavy yet. I have no love for God. That is, we are supposed to eat the Uchishta, the words emanating from the lotus mouth of the pure devotees. So then they said, I have come here to distribute that Uchishta which I am receiving parampara. Uchishtacha bhaga, shesh urla to sevu. And then whatever is left, I am distributing it. It is nothing mine. I have nothing to give. And then he says, Dhanyacha to mala, mi to bharava hamala. He said, whatever I am distributing, it is not mine. Dhani means the owner. Correct. In India, you see the people carry the bags of all food grains like rice or jawar. They carry on their back. So what they do, they carry from owner and to the customer. Because Tukaram is from that background. He was a grocery merchant and he was a money lender. So many Abhangas have these examples. So he's giving the example, just like a coolie takes the grains from owner to the customer. Correct? So that is what I'm doing. I'm just a coolie. I'm a hamal. Dhanya to mala, me to bharva hamal. I'm not giving anything from my own. Just whatever I heard from Pramanik Guru Parampara, or I'm just giving them. And then why he's doing? He's saying that Pitu Bhaktisa Dangora. He said in Dangora, in the sense, in the villages, they used to go with a drum and beat them. Said today evening there is a lecture in this temple, please all come. All might have seen in childhood, right? So that is called Dangora. So he's saying Pitu Bhaktisa Dangora. That means I will preach bhakti. I will distribute this bhakti. And why he wants to do that? Kali Kala Si Darara. He said, whoever practices bhakti, he will not be afraid of Kala, means time, and Kali, means Kali Yuga. He said, Darara means it even creates terror in the hearts of Kali and Kal. Such a bhakti is there. This is the power of bhakti. So previous to Kali Yuga, in Satya, Dwapar and Treta, there only time was there. Time was eating everybody. So, but in Kali Yuga, there are two things eating. Kali Yuga, Kali and Kala. That's why it is called Kali Kala. So, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, time I am the destroyer. So, previous ages only time was there. Every day, one day goes your life, and that's life is gone. So, time was there. But in Kali Yuga, there are two things. Kali also there, and Kal is also there. So, this bhakti creates a terror in the heart of Kala and also Kali. That means one who is practicing bhakti, Krishna bhakti or Vitthal bhakti, Kali will not come close to him, or also Kal will not touch him, because bhakti is on the platform of soul. That is my devotional service, it is my seva, it is my dharma to practice Krishna consciousness. So therefore, he was his whole life is for preaching, preaching the message of Bhagavad Gita. And in one of the Abhanga, he says, Gita Bhagavata Karti Sravana Akhanda Chintana Vithobache. He said there are only two books you need to study in Kali Yuga. One is Gita and second is Bhagavatam. That's it. We don't need anything more to understand Krishna. And of course, the books which are based on Gita and Bhagavad Gita. So these two books are there, Gita, Bhagavata, Kariti, Sravana. You don't need to hear anything. Hmm? But see, people in Kali Yuga, they hear everything other than Gita and Bhagavad. But Tukaram Maharaj says, just Gita and Bhagavad is enough to perfect your life. Gita, Bhagavata, Kariti, Sravana. Everyone should hear every day Gita and Bhagavad. And what is the conclusion of Gita and Bhagavad? It's Akhanda Chintana Vitovache. You should incessantly chant the name of Krishna, chant the name of Vittal. If this conclusion you are not getting from Gita and Bhagavad, that means our Gita Bhagavad reading is not complete. So the purpose and the essence of Gita and Bhagavad is to uh, cultivate our taste or cultivate our desire to chant Hare Krishna mantra. Otherwise, we are not reading Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. Something is missing. So he said, I have come to preach this message of Gita and Bhagavad. So when he was preaching, he very simple because all villagers, he preached everybody. And in another Abhanga, he says, Dharmache Rakshana Karane Pakhanda Khandana Bijavadavave Nama Hechi Amma Karane Kama. So what is he saying? Dharmache means to practice the principles of religion. Dharmache Rakshana means by following in our own life. Dharma is protected by practicing. Dharma is not protected externally. So why we are practicing Dharma today? Because people, devotees, those who practice Dharma, and in that parampara, we are seeing people who are practicing and preaching. So Dharma is meant for practice, not for just talking. So Dharma is a Dharma che Rakshana, Karane Pakhanda Khandana. So when you preach Dharma, you have to deride adharma also. Pakhanda means which is not mentioned. So Bhagavatam explains Veda pranihito dharma adharmascha viparyayaha. So what is dharma? Whatever is explained in the Vedas is dharma. And what is adharma? Viparyayaha. What is against the Vedas is adharma. So Kali Yuga, both are mixed. Dharma and adharma mixed. So people are doing adharma in the name of dharma and people are preaching adharma in the name of dharma. So therefore, it is very difficult to discriminate what is dharma, what is adharma. So Tukaram Maharaj says, I have come to discriminate and preach what is dharma by practicing in my own life so that people can understand. And how I will do that? Bija Vadavave Nama, He Chamma Karane Kama. He said, my only seva in this word is to plant the seed of holy name in each and every heart. That is the business I have. I have nothing else to do. So I have not come to do anything else. So practice dharma, preach dharma, and establish the seed of holy name in every heart. And then he said, Tukamane Sanuthara. I do not discriminate who is a king or anybody is a farmer or a small person. Everybody is equal in front of me. Nobody is, because he know who is the master. He knows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everybody is lesser than that. Only the Supreme Person is Krishna. So in this way, Tukaram says, Tukamane Sanutora, Nahi Bhidbad. I am not afraid to preach to anyone because I know the truth. And in another Abhanga, he says, people are talking lies so strongly, why I should not preach the truth strongly. Correct? People all over the world, they're talking lie and so boldly. I know the truth. I know the truth which is spoken by Krishna. Mamayavasi Satyam Te. So how much strong and how much faith and how much dedication I should have for this truth. People are dedicated to speak lie. Why I should not speak the truth? So in this way, he was preaching. So he was preaching, he was very bold. So when you preach Krishna consciousness, sometimes it appears that we are criticizing the Deva Devatas or any other Upasana Kanda, Karma Kanda, all these things. But it is not a criticism, it is the elevation of our consciousness. Because we are stuck into that. We are stuck into that because they are good for punya karma, but they are not good to come to the platform of soul. So we are bhakti means to act on the platform of soul. Bhakti means to act for Swarupa, the original Swarupa, and therefore that is more necessary because we have very small life, maximum 100 years in Kali Yuga. So if you just waste, then what is the point? So Tukaram says, I will give you the conclusion, so you don't have to go again back anywhere. So that is the reason he was preaching. And by Krishna's mercy and his blessings, he wrote so many abhangas, so many. He wrote more than 4 million abhangas, but only available are 4,700 or maximum 5,000. About 3,000 abhangas, they are not sure whether it is Tukaram or not. So now available are 4,700, but they are also enough to guide us to our destination in this life. So when he was preaching, all the Brahmanas and all the Karmakanda people and all these people, they became very upset and angry with Tukaram. That how you can say only by chanting Hare Krishna your life is perfect. But what about these other pujas and the archanas and sraddha, upasa, napasa, tava, navas and all these things? He said there is no need in Kali Yuga. There is no need to do anything in Kali Yuga. There is no need. नाम संकीर्तन साधन पैसोपे जळतील पापे जन्मांतरेचे. This Nama Sankirtan is the easiest method in Kali Yuga that will burn all your sinful activities. You don't have to take any other shelter. You don't have to do any other puja. You don't need to do anything. Nama Sankirtan, that is enough to eradicate or burn all your sinful activities. There is nothing powerful and nothing pure than the holy name. So this was his preaching. So, so-called Brahmanas, those who are attached to karmakandas and all these things, they became really upset and they started complaining against Tukaram. So yesterday I told the story of Mambaji. So, but after Mambaji, he couldn't do anything. So they went to another Brahmana from Chinswad. In Pune there is one place called Chinswad. So there was a Ramashastri. He was considered to be the uh, great scholar, great scholar. And they invited him to do the judgment because Tukaram is born in Shudra family. He said, how Shudra can preach the Vedas? How Shudra can give direction to the public and tell them about the Vedas? We Brahmanas, we are the rightful preachers. We are the rightful holders of all the Vedas and all this. How this Shudra can do? But Tukaram, he said, there is Krishna don't discriminate between Shudra and Brahmana. For Krishna, everybody is same. Whoever chants the name of Krishna, he is dear to Krishna. He don't discriminate in any varnas or any ashram. Krishna is very kind and he do not discriminate. So I said, I am preaching the message, Mother Vishwambar Bolovito. I am not talking, Krishna makes me speak. Whatever the message he has given, I am just repeating them. It is nothing mine. So in this way, he was preaching. So Ramashastri, the Brahmanas, including Mambajis and all these people, they brought Ramashastri to Dehu, Tukaram's village. And there they started doing the court. Tukaram was brought into the court and Ramashastri came. And he said, who authorized you? He said, there is no need of any authorization. Krishna, he says in Bhagavad Gita, those who preach this message is dear to me. So Krishna never said anything about who is qualified and who is not qualified. Whoever preaches my message is qualified to preach bhakti. So therefore, Tukaram says, because Krishna likes that this message to be preached, so therefore I am preaching. So there is nobody can stop this. So Ram Shastri, he says, no, this is the duty only of Brahmana. And you are born in Shudra family, you have no right. No right. Then Tukaram is very humble. Yesterday we were talking about humility. Tukaram was so humble, he said, you are a Brahmana. Brahmana's mouth is Vishnu's mouth. So whatever Brahmanas speak is Vishnu speaking. So if you are not satisfied with my whatever I writing, I will stop writing. I said, yes, you stop writing everything. Then Tukaram says, but what to do about already so many Abhangas I have written? What to do with that? Then he says, do one thing, go home and bring all those Abhangas which you have written and put them in a cloth, put a big stone on that, and with your own hand, drown them in the Indrayani river. No, this is the punishment. Tukaram was so humble because he too is a Brahmana, is the mouth of Vishnu. So he went home and he brought his own Abhangas and he tied it to one cloth and put a big stone on it. And he went to, it is called Ananda Doha, which in Rani River, there is a Doha. So he went there and he immersed all his Abhangas there. And all people were happy. Okay, Tukaram is not going to preach anymore because he drowned all his Abhangas and Brahmana, this Ramashastri have stopped him about not doing anything. So Tukaram sat on the bank of Indrayani river meditating. Say, Krishna, see, I could not perform any seva. You told me to preach, but I think I'm doing some mistakes or I'm not a good preacher. You have punished me through Brahmanas. So what I'm supposed to do? So he just sat there and he didn't eat or he didn't sleep. For 13 days he sat and he was just meditating on Krishna. He said, please reveal me. What did I do wrong? How I can serve you. So 13 days he sat there, and on the 30th, all these every day people were coming and looking. They were trying to feed Tukaram, but he said, "No, I don't. I have no desire. Everything is my bhakti. Everything, my life is all bhakti, and my abhangas are the manifestation of my bhakti. If they are drowned, then what is the purpose of my life? I have no purpose in my life. So I have no desire and left. I do no desires left. So people were coming, trying to convince, and it went on increasing. And finally, after 7, 8 days, people started criticizing. See what kind of bhakti is this? See, Tukaram dedicated his life, and even his God who is worshipping is not saving him. So why we should do bhakti? No, Vittala, he is not doing anything for Tukaram. So why we should do bhakti? So in this way, the Tukaram started praying. Then on the 13th day, so Tukaram came in the dream of Pujari of Dehu, and he said that tomorrow you go to Indrayani river and all the abhangas will be up. They will be floating on the river. And next day they went and they saw all the abhangas were floating on the river. And in today's world, it will not be a miracle. It will not be something surprising because they're all printed by ink. If you throw it in the water after 1 year also, they'll come back like that because it is printed in ink and solid. But previously, everybody used to write with the ink, papers made by bamboo or some kind of a tree. They personally used to make the papers. It was not a paper mill there. And on that they used to write with some ink, you know, from the juice of some fruits or some tree. So they'll make a ink and they'll write. So it is impossible. With a touch of a water, it will dissolve. But Tukaram Sabhanga, surprisingly, after 13 days, they came up as they were. Not a single drop of water has touched Tukaram Sabhangas. Some of them you can still see in the temple in Dehu, how they came up. Correct? So then Ram Shastri, because he has offended, it's another story. He was offended, he was suffering like anything. So Tukaram went and blessed him and he was cured. Now after that, Tukaram became famous all over, everywhere. Everybody was, in the all parts of, especially Maharashtra, he became very famous. His abhangas came out of river, and in this way, his glories were spreading. So everywhere he was called for giving lectures or pravachans. So every day evening he will go for pravachans. Now he started going out of Dehu, which is his hometown. And then he was going everywhere. He was called to give pravachans and kirtans. So one day he was giving a lecture for about 10,000 devotees were there, yeah, and in the Pune, in the city of Pune, in the bank of Mura and Mutha is the confluence. So in that confluence, about 10,000 devotees, big pandal is there, and that time no electricity, so they used to have a mashal. What it is called? Lamps, torches, yeah. So torches. So they had torches all over, all around the pandal. So the scene from a distance was like you can see that it is all. So at that time, Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, he was on the Sinhagad. There is a Sinhagad fort in Pune. So he was on the Sinhagad. His age is only like 20, 19 or 20-year old. Very young at that time. So he was on the Sinhagad fort. So from there, he saw light on the bank of, confluence of Muramutha in Pune from Sinhagad. Because previously, in the night, you will see only these torches, either some program or like Pravachan Kirtan going on, or some enemies are attacking. So Shivaji, because he was seeing from such a long distance, he sent his minister, Daduji, Kondev. He said, go and see what is that. Is any enemy attacking? This was there yesterday, and today is the second day. No, we should be very careful. Although there is some distance, but that enemy, if it is that enemy, they can come anytime and conquer us. So you go and find out, send some spies and try to find out. So he personally went there and then he found out this famous Tukaram is doing kirtan. So he was very happy. He went to Shivaji and he told, Maharaj, the famous Tukaram, whose Abhangas came out of water, he has come in your kingdom. That is, Pune was his kingdom. He said, he has come in your kingdom and he's doing kirtan, he's doing pravachan. And Shivaji Maharaj felt very happy. Such a sadhu is staying in my kingdom. So he decided to honor him. So next day, with his ministers, he sent all the paraphernalia to honor. He sent some gold ornaments. He sent some silken clothes. And with that, he sent one nice horse and one umbrella. You know, it was not like umbrella what we use for any season. In Vedic culture, umbrella means shelter, correct? And who gives the shelter of Krishna? He People hold umbrella on him because he is under the shelter of Krishna. That's why sannyasis, Maharaj, and king, they are holding the umbrellas because he is under the umbrella of Krishna's mercy, his blessings. So he is authorized. So in this way, Shivaji Maharaj, because he is preaching the message of Krishna Bhakti, he is Maharaj, Tukaram Maharaj. So he is qualified to have this umbrella. So it's honor the king is giving. So king sent umbrella to Tukaram and a horse so that he can use it for his travel to wherever he goes, wherever, because that time it was a BMW. So horse was like a vehicle. So he sent a nice horse, trained horse, and he gave the ornaments and so many golds and jewelries and silken clothes and umbrella of honor. So all these ministers, they came to Tukaram, where Tukaram was there, and they offered all these things. And then Tukaram looked at it and he said, "Who sent this?" He said, "This is by Shivaji Maharaj." Now Shivaji Maharaj was already become famous in that area. So he said, "This is Shivaji Maharaj has sent this." Then Tukaram Maharaj said, I don't need anything. I am completely full. I'm completely satisfied in Vittal Bhakti. I don't need anything external. Whatever Krishna has given me, I'm happy with that. This gold and this silken cloth and this umbrella, what I'm going to use? I am a simple sadhu. I have no use of this. And he said, please go to Shivaji Maharaj and tell that I humbly reject all these things and I'm sorry, I don't accept because what I need, I have everything what I need. So they take it back, all the things, and they go to Shivaji Maharaj. And they tell Shivaji Maharaj that Tukaram didn't accept anything, you know. And Shivaji Maharaj was more impressed. He didn't feel any dishonor or didn't feel any kind of a rejection. He felt, in fact, it's honor that I have such a saintly, detached person, bhakti, in my kingdom. He was very happy. And he said, maybe if I personally go, he will accept. No, sometimes it happens that if you send your gift with somebody else, they said, oh, I am not so low, he should come personally and give it. Sometimes in India, especially so many say marriages, we have to go and personally give them marriage card. Correct? Otherwise, oh, you didn't give, that's why I didn't come. This is not a way to send with somebody marriage card. So some people are like that, honor, dishonor, so many things are there. So Shivaji thought like that. Maybe because I personally didn't go, maybe Tukaram didn't accept my offering. So Shivaji, next day, he takes the same thing and he comes to Tukaram. And at that time, Tukaram is sitting there and he's chanting his japa. And Shivaji Maharaj comes and offers obeisances to him. By seeing Shivaji, Tukaram also gets up and Shivaji Maharaj touches his feet. That's the famous picture of Tukaram, Shivaji touching feet of Tukaram. So then Shivaji Maharaj says, I got all these things for all these things. Then there are beautiful abhangas about how Tukaram responded Shivaji Maharaj. Then Shivaji Maharaj, Tukaram Maharaj said, Amhi tene sukhi mana vitthal vitthal mukhi. He said, hey Raja, hey king, if you want me to make happy, I will be happy only if you chant the name of Krishna, Vithala Vithala. That's it. I don't need anything. Ar sare vitta dhana, all this money, honor and everything. He said, ye to mruga samana. This is like a, what they call, mirage. No, this is like a mirage for me. It is not meant for me. This is all illusion. What I'm going to do with that? So Shivaji Maharaj was very impressed. But he understood that he is also surrounded by this mirage. It is an illusion for him also. He said, I am conquering so many forts, but I am not conquered my own enemy in my heart. So therefore, just by this one sentence, mirage, Tukaram has already given me the whole scenario of our own life. We are all getting attracted to the mirage in front of us. And unless we reject that mirage, we will not be able to see the proper scene, that is Krishna, or our relationship with Krishna. So just in one instruction, Tukaram Shivaji Maharaj understood. And then further he said, if you really want to give me something, really want to please me, I will tell you what to do. Said, Kanthi Mirva Tulsi Vratakara Ekadashi. Who is telling? Tukaram is telling Shivaji. He said, wear Kantimala around your neck and practice and follow Ekadashi every 15 days. Ekadashi. 15 disa maji, Ekadashi. So every 15 days, one Ekadashi comes. So Tukaram Maharaj is telling to Shivaji, he said, wear this Kantimala and follow the Vrata of Ekadashi. And he said, Tuka म्हणे म्हणवा विठोबाचे दास and live your life considering yourself servant of Krishna, servant of Vittala. Manava Vithobache Dasa. Whatever you are doing, do it as a servant of Vittala, servant of Krishna. Said Tuka Mane Maji Hiche Asa. This is my desire. If you want to please me, this is my desire. And yesterday evening we were talking about who is sadhu. This is real sadhu. Sadhu is pleased when he sees that other people are taking to Krishna consciousness. He don't need anything. He don't need any honor, he don't need any prestige, he don't need any money, nothing. He is pleased to see that everybody is becoming a devotee of Krishna. And that is why Tukaram Maharaj is saying, Manava Vithoba Che Dasa. He told Shivaji that rule the kingdom as a servant of Krishna. And therefore, in Maharashtra this is famous, He Rajya Bhave Heto Sri Chicha. Correct? Everybody knows that. But this is the base of that. This is the base. To have this Hindu kingdom is the desire of Sri, that is Krishna. And this is what is coming from this Abhanga. And Manava Vithoba Chedasa Tukamane Mahichi Asa. Now Shivaji Maharaj, just in this conversation, his heart transformed. He said, Tukaram, Maharaj, I was in illusion. Now I know that Vitthal Bhakti or Krishna Bhakti is the purpose of my life. And I am so influenced that Vairagya, the detachment, has come into my heart. So what did he do? He had just become a king. He was Rajyabhishek was not done yet, but he was becoming, conquering so many uh, forts and everything. So he used to have, it is called king's crown, Sherato. So he put that Sherato with the cap, the mukuta, at the feet of Tukaram. He said, I am dedicating my life to you and I give up my kingship. And he removed all his kingly clothes and he wore simple clothes. And he sent that Sherato, that is the crown, and his king clothes with the servant, the ministers he had come with him. He said, go and tell my mother Jizao that I am joining ISKCON from today. You know. So, I'm driving what is that called? Base. So I'm joining Tukaram from today. I have no desire in my life. You know. So all these ministers, they came to Jizao, his mother, and who have taught him Gita, Bhagavad, Mahabharata, Ramayana since childhood. And she was already a devotee, and that's why they protect that Hindu and protect this Vedic Sanatan Dharma. He was already conquering so many forts, and those who are breaking the temples, and they were opposing them, and they are fearful of Shivaji. Now Shivaji, he said, I have conquering the forts, but I have not conquered my own ego. So only that will possible only at the feet of sadhu like Tukaram. So Shivaji surrendered. And Jizamata, all these ministers who came, who took all that crown and his king clothes, and they went to Jizao and they offered it to Jizao, and he said, what happened? Where is Shivaji? He said, he joined ISKCON. Then, like every mother who after becoming brahmachari comes and cry to temple president. So Jizao said, I have raised him, giving him culture and all these things. And just now, he is starting to rule, become a king. And because of him, all the invaders are afraid of him. All these invaders were coming and attacking, and they were raping the woman, they're insulting them, they're torturing them. And now, if Shivaji goes and joins ISKCON, how am I going to do all these things? Then all my mission of making Shivaji a king and stop all these invaders will be unfulfilled. So I have to go. So she sat in a palanquin and she came to Tukaram. Like each brahmachari's mother come. So she came to Tukaram and he said, Tukaram, I, I respect and I really appreciate the work you are doing of preaching Krishna Bhakti. But if Shivaji becomes a brahmachari, just imagine what will happen to the kingdom. Just imagine all the women and all the ladies and all the farmers, all the tortures these invaders are doing. They will continue. No, your preaching is nice, but at the same time, you require somebody to protect these principles, protect the temple, protect the sadhus. And that is what Shivaji is doing. And if he joins ISKCON, then how I am going to do all these things? I do not have anybody else. Then Tukaram Maharaj said, don't worry. Don't worry. He has developed Vairagya in his heart. And it is Krishna's arrangement. We'll see what Krishna has in his mind. So he said, don't worry, you also stay with me. So, so Jizao also stayed. So in the evening, Tukaram started giving lecture. And in the lecture, he talked about four varnas, Chaturvarna Maya Srishta, Gunakarana Vibhagasha. So he was explaining how in society all these four ashrams and four varnas are necessary and they are natural. So nobody should try to overtake each other and everybody should be happy and doing these things. And then he said, आम्ही तो उपदेश करावा. इट इज द ड्युटी ऑफ ए ब्राह्मणा टू प्रीच. आपण क्षत्र धर्म सांभाळावा. Kshatriya, it is your duty to protect the citizens and make sure they practice the bhakti. It is not just protect the citizen and let them do whatever they want. It is the king's duty to teach by his own example how to practice Krishna bhakti. And that was Tukaram was telling the whole lecture. And then he quoted Atapumbi Bijashreshta Varnasrami Vibhagasha Swanasitasta Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. He said all the Varnas and all the ashrams, they are meant for Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. The purpose of all the ashram and Varnas is to please Krishna and to practice Krishna consciousness. That is the purpose of all the Varnas and all the ashrams, no matter whatever you are. And then Shivaji Maharaj could understand what is why my mother has come. And Tukaram preached to Shivaji and also to Jizau. And Jizau happily he took Shivaji Maharaj and they went. So in this way, in their life, just in imagine these are the two great personalities of Maharashtra, Tukaram and Shivaji. How many people know this? Nobody, because nobody is interested. Everybody is interested in politics. So this is the real Maharashtra Dharma. This is the real Dharma of Maharashtra. This is the real Dharma of Tukaram and preached to Shivaji also. And this is what was practiced. We see these people here. This is our Dharma. We forgot all this. Our tals and kartals and murdangas, they went in some corner and mobile and TVs and newspapers came in our hand. Right? So this is our Dharma. So that is preached by Tukaram to Shivaji Maharaj. And then Tukaram Maharaj said, तरीच जन्मा यावे दास विठोबाचे भावे नाही तरी काय थोडी श्वान शुक्रे पापुडी जन्मा आलियाचे फळ अंगी लागू नेदी मळ. Tukaram Maharaj saying that तरीच जन्मा यावे, you should have this human form of life, तरीच जन्मा यावे Das Vithobache Bhave, to become the devotee or servant of Krishna. Otherwise, no meaning for your life, no meaning for human life. Then what is your life like? Shwan Shukre Bapudi. Shwan means dog, Shukra means pigs. You are no less than pigs and dogs. If you are not practicing bhakti, Tukaram Maharaj is very heavy. I'm not saying that. Thank God Tukaram said that. If I say that, probably you'll tell me, get out from here. So Tukaram Maharaj said, Shwan, naitari kai thodi Shwan Shukri Bapudi. You don't see all these pigs and dogs hanging around. They also have family. They also have so many things what you have. But what is the purpose? What is the difference? Janma aliyache phala. He said the Janma aliyache phala is the fruit of taking a human form of life. Angi lago nedi mala. So you should cleanse yourself with the dirt accumulated around you. So what is that mala? Means our soul is covered by three gunas. So therefore you try to clean these three gunas, Swatarojatama. And that is the purpose of human form of life. So therefore, we are all trying to clean. We want everything clean. We want water clean, food organic, house clean, roads clean, everything. But heart, that can be dirty. But the Krishna consciousness is all these things are dirty because our heart is dirty. Because we made it dirty. I remember 50 years ago, 60 years ago, some of my age, villages, it was so clean. Everybody was so nice. Barobar hai, Kaka? Ah. So see, everybody villages were so clean. There was no more single piece of paper lying on the road. People every day they will clean in front of their house and put rangolis and all the cow dung cleaning and everything. Every house, the whole road was so decorated. As you walk in the morning around 7 o'clock, you will see, you don't see any road decorated now. They are decorated by dirt and papers and plastics, correct? So, because our heart is dirty, externally also becoming dirty. So, Krishna consciousness doesn't teach you to make externally dirty. That will automatically become. Most important thing is to clean our heart. And that is possible by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Tukaram Maharaj said, take to this chanting. There is nothing superior in this world than this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. There is nothing superior. Otherwise, you are wasting your life. You are wasting like dogs and pigs and all these four-legged animals. So, Tukaram Maharaj preached in such way. Therefore, his abhangas, uh, abhanga means that which cannot be destroyed. So, Vedic culture cannot be destroyed by anybody, but it can be only preserved by practicing. So, therefore, dharmo rakshati rakshita. One who practices dharma, dharma protects him. So, therefore, this is a urgent need in society. We have everything, but one thing is missing, and that is Krishna consciousness. So the message of Tukaram Maharaj is even valuable today after 400 years. Millions of people chant these abhangas and they take shelter of Krishna's name and Vittal Bhakti in whatever way they are. But in ISKCON is trying to preach it in pure way of practicing dharma and chanting of this holy name. So I'm not a great devotee of, but Tukaram Maharaj has beautiful. This is my very famous abhanga. I tell in all my Marathi lectures. Every end I make this end because it is not my message. It is the message of Krishna by Tukaram Maharaj. It is atatari pude hachi upadesha. Uh, in fact, Rupa Goswami also in Upadesh Amrut has the same given the same message in 11th or 12th mantra. So he said, Atatari, the sense of all the uh, message, essence of all the Vedic literature, Atatri Pude Upadesha, Nakakuru Nash Ayushyacha. Don't waste your human form of life. You did it. Millions of lifetime you already wasted, but this is a human form. Nakakuru Nash Ayushyacha. Don't waste this human form of life. Then he says, Sakalancha Paya Maje Dandavata. I touch your lotus feet and I beg you in the mood of Nityananda Prabhu. He said, I touch your lotus feet and I beg at the lotus feet, Sakalancha Paya Maji Dandavata, Apulale Chitta Shuddhakara. Please purify your consciousness. That is required. Everything you want pure, but you don't want to make your consciousness pure. You know. So Sakalancha Paya Maji Dandavata, Apulale Chitta Shuddhakara. Chitta means our consciousness. Please purify your consciousness. Bring it your consciousness to level of Krishna consciousness. How you are going to do that? Hitate karave devache chintana. The only beneficial thing for humanity. Devache chintana. Now his Dev is Panduranga, Vittala. So he says, purpose of human life is to our benefit of human life is to think and chant of Vittala's glories 24 hours. 24 hours. Not only, sometimes we do bhakti in the morning, one would, one incense stick and little bit of sugar and milk, in Maharashtra they put, and you stay there in your room, we will do whatever we want in home. So that is not bhakti. That is not bhakti. Bhakti means the whole home is Vittala's, the whole home is Krishna's. And everything in the home will do is whatever Vittala wants, whatever Krishna wants. So therefore we have to read Bhagavad Gita, what he wants, what Krishna wants. So this way Tukaram Maharaj is saying, Hitate karave devate chintana. There is a benefit in human form of life. And how beneficial that? Devache chintana. That means always you should chant the name of Krishna. How? Karonya mana ekavidha. With one pointed attention, you should chant Hare Krishna mantra, which is the 11th offense, correct? To not to chant Hare Krishna attentively, chanting unattentively. So Tukaram Maharaj says, he said, you should chant Karonya mana ekavidha. One pointed attention, you should chant the name of Krishna. And then he said, Tukamane kai hoy to vyapara. He said, because he is a vyapari, he is a businessman. Now he is telling, do it as a business. Why he is telling it, do it as a business? What businessman does? If I want to put some capital, what I am going to get? Right? If I want to invest some money, I want big returns. He said, just by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, you will become free from birth, old age, disease, and death. Can anybody give this in this world? Can anybody give this offer in this world? Nobody. Nobody can make you free from this birth, old age, disease, and death. Tukaram said, think it even as a business. Right? If I do Krishna Bhakti, I will get freedom from birth, old age, disease, and death. And I will achieve the same Vaikuntha, the same platform that Tukaram Maharaj is bringing to all of us. So this is a message coming from Tukaram and practice of Krishna Bhakti. So we all over the world is gone. Srila Prabhupada, he went all over the world, travel all over the world, and preached the same message of Tukaram. Because this message is based on Gita and Bhagavad. So these are the two books ISKCON mainly propagate, Gita and Bhagavad. If you do not have, this is a Bhadra Purnima is coming in September, and ISKCON wants to distribute 108 Bhagavatam sets. So if you do not have Bhagavatam set, it is said in the Bhagavad Mahatmya, if you do not have Bhagavad set in your home, our home is like a crematorium, and that will become like a temple. So why it is called crematorium? Means people staying in the house they are all dead people, because their consciousness is dead. So that is what is crematorium, right? Dead people. So when that consciousness will be awaked, when you read Bhagavatam, Shuddha Chetasa. So that is required. So everyone, Tukaram Maharaj says, Gita, Bhagavata, Kariti, Sravana, Akhanda Chintana Vitobache. Everyone should have Gita and Bhagavat in their home. And not just to worship, read it every day. So it's our humble request on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and his followers that everyone should read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and chant Hare Krishna and Haricha Krupa, Haricha Prasade Karare Bhojana. Krishna Tukaram Maharaj writes in Abhanga, Haricha Prasade, you should eat Krishna's prasad. Don't fill your bellies with food. Haricha Prasade Karare Bhojana. So we should try to eat which is offered to Krishna. So if we do these things in our life will become perfect. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Is any questions? Is anybody awake? Oh, yes, at least one person is awake. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful and sweet pastimes of Tukaram Maharaj and so many abhangas you shared, which are like jewels. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 282 purport Srila Prabhupada says Mahaprabhu visits Vithal temple that time. And in the purport Srila Prabhupada writes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually initiates Tukaram, saying
Mhm.
Tukaram. I would, if possible, if there are any more details between the interaction between Mahaprabhu and Tukaram Maharaj.
Between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Tukaram Maharaj.
Yeah.
See, Tukaram Maharaj in his own Abhanga writes that I met my Guru in dream. He didn't take initiation in person. He got initiation in dream. Okay. Raghav Chaitanya, Keshav Chaitanya, Sangita Likona Malikechi. My Guru gave me Ramakrishna Hari mantra. So this Hare Krishna mantra, the Bija mantra is Ramakrishna Hari. There are three words in Ramakrishna Hari, and these are the exact three words are in Hare Krishna mantra. So Ramakrishna Hari is a Bija mantra, and Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Maha mantra. Right? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. पहिल्यांदाच ऐकलात का? Oh, okay. Good.
दौलताबाद गेलं आणि शिवाजी महाराज नसते तर आज हिंदू धर्मच नसता, हे मराठी माणसाला व्यवस्थित माहिती आहे. तुमच्या मते काय करायचं?
माझं मत सांगितलं तर ते आणखी एक मत होणार.
नाही, काही हरकत नाही. आमच्यापेक्षा खूप वरच्या पातळीवर आहात as a मनुष्य.
म्हणून मी माझं मत नाही सांगत, असं सांगतोय तुम्हाला.
बरं बरं, चालेल. तुम्ही आम्हाला
मी
थोडंसं
तुकाराम महाराजांनी का सांगताय ते सांगतोय तुम्हाला. नाही, तुकाराम महाराज सांगतात की नामसंकीर्तन, भगवंताच्या नामाचं स्मरण जे आहे, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र जो आहे, हा या कलियुगासाठी मंत्र आहे. आता बाकीचे तुम्हाला सांगतात हे करा ते करा हे करा, उद्देश काय?
मन प्युअर करणे, मन शुद्ध करणे.
मग कुणाचं मन शुद्ध झालंय का? हे कसं
माहिती नाही मला मी केलं
हे समजणार कसं?
माहिती नाही.
हे समजणार कसं? मन शुद्ध झालं याचा अर्थ तो भगवंताच्या चरणाशी लीन होऊन भक्ती करतो. हे शुद्ध मनाचं अंतिम ध्येय आहे,
अगदी बरोबर.
अंतिम स्टेज आहे. करेक्ट. बाकी तुम्ही शारीरिक, माझं तब्येत चांगली राहते, मला हे चांगलं राहतं, दॅट इज हे तो कशाचा उद्देश नाही आहे. म्हणून तुम्ही तुकाराम महाराजांचे अभंग अभ्यास करा आणि भगवद्गीता आणि भागवत वाचा, त्याच्यामध्ये काय सांगितलं ते करा. ठीक आहे. भगवद्गीतेमध्ये 6व्या अध्यायाचा शेवटचा श्लोक आहे, 36वा, की सांगतात की जस्ट yesterday 636 योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गते अंतरात्मना श्रद्धावान भजते योमाम समे युक्त तमो मतः. भगवान श्रीकृष्ण सांगतात, माझं मत काय, माझं मत नव्हे, भगवान श्रीकृष्णाचं मत. भगवान श्रीकृष्ण हे योगेश्वर आहेत, सगळे योग त्यांच्यापासून येतात. त्यांनीच सगळे सांगितले, कर्मयोग, ध्यानयोग, बुद्धियोग सगळे त्यांनीच सांगितलेत. आता ह्या सगळ्यामध्ये श्रेष्ठ कोण? 6व्या अध्यायातला 36वा श्लोक आहे. तर हाऊ स्टार्ट, योगिनाम अपि. योगिनाम अपि म्हणजे ह्या सर्व योग्यांच्या मध्ये सर्वात महत्वाचा आहे, श्रद्धावान भजते यो माम. श्रद्धेनं जो माझी भक्ती करतो, श्रद्धावान तो भजते यो माम, तो सगळ्यात श्रेष्ठ आहे. श्रद्धावान भजते यो माम समे युक्त तमो मता. हे दिस इज माय ओपिनियन, असे श्रीकृष्ण सांगतात. सो दॅट्स वाय वी प्रॅक्टिस. दॅट्स वाय तुकाराम ऑल्सो सेज, विठ्ठलाची भक्ती करा, दुसरं काहीही करण्याची गरज नाही, कुठलेही काहीही करण्याची गरज नाही. कलियुगा फक्त हरे कृष्ण महामंत्राचा जप करणे, बाकी काही कुठली क्रिया, कुठला योग, काही नाही कलियुगामध्ये. कारण ह्याचा उद्देश लक्षात ठेवा. बाकी करून तुम्हाला मिळणार काय आहे ते करणारा नाही विचारा. काय मिळणार? शांती मिळते, मोक्ष मिळतो. आम्हाला प्राप्तच कुठे करायची आहे शांती?
कुठेतरी सरेंडरची भावना असावी.
नाही, कुठेतरी का असावी?
तीच एक
जिथं पाहिजे तिथं असावी ना. त्यात कृष्णा भगवान सांगतात की सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य माम एकम शरणम व्रज. तुम्ही फक्त मला शरण या. म्हणून तुकाराम महाराज काय सांगतात? कृष्ण माझी माता, कृष्ण माझा पिता, बहीण बंधू सोयरा, कृष्ण माझा गुरु, कृष्ण माझे तारू, नेईल पहिले तिरू कृष्ण माझा. तो सगळा कृष्ण आहे. त्यांनी कृष्णाशिवाय म्हणजे विठ्ठल म्हणजे कृष्णच आहे, दुसरा कोण नाही. तर कृष्ण काय सांगतात हे आपल्या जीवनात महत्वाचं आहे. बाकी जण काय सांगतात हे महत्वाचं नाही, कारण त्यांना काय कळत नाही. पण मला सगळं कळते असं नाही, पण एवढं कळते की कृष्ण काय सांगतात ते बरोबर आहे. हां, येस. नाही, म्हणून ना सुयश वगैरे ते भगवद्गीता कोर्सेस, भगवद्गीता कंडक्ट करतात. तर त्या भगवद्गीता तुम्ही समजून घ्या की कृष्ण भक्ती म्हणजे काय, ती कशी करावी. कारण एक पुस्तक वाचून कुठलीही गोष्ट समजत नाही आपल्याला. म्हणजे तेवढ्यापुरतं तुम्हाला, आता हे सगळे पुस्तक वाचून बोलतात, पण ही जी परंपरेतून जे चालत आलेलं आहे, हे जे ज्ञान आहे, कृष्ण भक्ती जी आहे, ही त्या परंपरेतल्या लोकांच्याकडनं शिकली पाहिजे. आता मी पण वारकरी संप्रदायातलाच आहे, पण जोपर्यंत इस्कॉनमध्ये आलो नाही तोपर्यंत मला तुकाराम महाराज काय म्हणतात ते समजलंच नाही. पण जेव्हा मी भगवद्गीता वाचायला लागली तेव्हा तुकाराम महाराज एक्झॅक्टली जे सांगतायत ते भगवद्गीतेमध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे. हां, आपल्याला त्याच्याशी काय करायचं नाही. पुन्हा आता कर्मकांडातच लोक अडकलेत भक्तीच्या नावाखाली. हरे कृष्ण. थँक्यू. Hare Krishna. So you have to leave. What time the temple program starts? Already started. 12:15. So Yash, sorry, it's enough. What is his name? No, no, no. Actually, I'm calling him only. त्यालाच बोलवतो मी. मला वाटलं. Yes. Actually, I'm calling you. Oh, sorry, sorry. पाठीमागे होता तसा दिसला. Yes. So what is the next program, Prabhuji? So thank you for allowing me to come here. And in America, I'm talking about Tukaram. It's a great, Tukaram Maharaj will be happy when I go to Dehu. I said, I couldn't go to America. At least you go and talk about me. At least Dehu people are very proud about when I go to preach in America about Tukaram. They arrange a special program for me. I said, he's preaching in America about Tukaram. Yeah, Dehu people are very happy. I was honored by Dehu Samsthan actually. This person goes and preaches about Tukaram in America. He wrote a book. He wrote a Tukaram in English. So, oh, Hare Krishna. Hmm. जय चांगलं. हरे कृष्ण. हम्म. मी माझं काहीच बोललो नाही. तुकाराम महाराज आय कोटेड ॲज इट इज. येस. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So it's our time. We already had prasadam. Adi potoba, nantar vitoba. Because I have to go to temple. Nothing else. Okay.
Thank you so very much for coming. And we will request everyone please have Sharam. It's being served now. Take your time. And if you have any questions for Prabhu,
I don't know if I have time because I was supposed to go to the temple. You can answer the questions. You know more than me. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. You are following me everywhere. I don't know. This was my last program.
थोडीशी फ्रुट्स आणि सूप एकदम थोडंसं
Fruit का है?
आंबा आणि सेब.
Okay, Amba. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. You just came to say thank you? Thank you for thank you. First thing you have to understand who is a devotee. Correct? Then you will understand there is no lesser or upper. Correct? First try to understand who is devotee. Don't consider just by their what they do or their dress. Correct? That's what I'm saying. First understand what is devotee.
The way you live in life. Let's say you're doing things, at least my understanding, would be living life as per righteous.
Who is going to decide that? Who is going to decide what is wrong, what is right? Person who eat meat, they think they are right. Who is going to decide? Person who is stealing, he also thinks I'm doing right for my family. They also think they are right. So who is going to decide what is right, what is wrong? So what is the authority? Correct? So nobody thinks in this world I am bad. Everybody thinks I am good. Then why there are so much mess in the world?
Not everyone thinks they're good.
Of course, everyone thinks they are all good.
A lot of people have regrets, right? Like they will know they have made
But they do the things even though they regret, right? So my point is, who is the judge? Who is going to decide?
But that applies to everyone.
That, yes, I'm not saying that that applies.
Like if someone, let's say, you know, follows the Quran, right, and lives, does the chanting, does the righteous things, why are those people lesser than those who are in Krishna consciousness?
I'm not saying anybody less or anybody higher.
But like,
Correct? Everybody, try to understand. I'm trying to tell you, everybody is a soul.
yes,
Do you agree?
right,
Yeah, but anybody acting as a soul, that is important.
exactly,
Knowledge, I am soul, not important.
yes,
That everybody has, especially from India.
right,
Correct? So one who acts on the soul as a soul is a devotee. And that is why we have to understand what are the activities of soul, not this body. I think I'm Hindu, I think I'm Muslim is equally wrong.
exactly, doesn't
That
matter.
is equally wrong. If I think I'm Hindu and Muslims are bad, they are wrong. If we say I'm Muslim, Hindus are bad, they are also wrong.
So what are the
So
activities of the soul?
any soul's activity, if I tell you, 24 hours thinking about Krishna. How many times you take breath? How many times you breathe? 2,500 times in 20. 2,500 times, at least. Correct? So if somebody gives you $10,000, how much you will love him or glorify him or appreciate him? Just $10,000. Somebody gave you in dire need when you didn't have anything. Somebody gives you $10,000. How much you will remember him? Will you remember him? You'll remember, even though you become a millionaire, you'll remember him. I was rags, I was on the road. This person gave me $10,000.
Yeah,
So whatever I have today is because of that person.
absolutely.
You remember that, and I will tell everybody. So what about a person who is giving you each breath 2,500 times in a day without even you cannot live? Who is that person? How much you should be grateful for that person? And that is Krishna. Bhumir apo nalo vayu. Earth, water, fire, air comes from me. That Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So how much you should be remembering Krishna? 24 hours.
Right.
Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
Prabhu,
I know, I know.
there's a tale.
I don't want to embarrass you.
No, no, but I'll tell you.
Yes.
There's a tale, right? Like, for example, I read it somewhere where there was like, who's the biggest devotee, right? Like this was Shiva or someone else. And picked one fisherman who was never reciting his name, but was doing his job as per the way it should be done. And so it was like, hey, this is also my work, right? So is it just about chanting or is it about
No,
like,
where is this story coming from? People who eat fish. Is it in Bhagavad Gita, Puranas or Bhagavatam? People make their own stories to support what they are doing and they put it in the name of God. Is it in the Bhagavatam? Is it in the Mahabharata? Is it in the Ramayana? Or is it in Bhagavad Gita?
but like even in Mahabharata, right? Like if you look at Arjuna, it wasn't like chant my name, it was do your Tukaram,
Yes.
right?
Perfect.
What I'm saying is it was only chanting 24/7.
Okay. But what karma he was doing?
Kshatriya, I mean,
Yeah. For whom he was doing?
Dharma,
Who taught him dharma?
Krishna.
Krishna is there. He's doing fighting for Krishna. Correct? So that's his bhakti. Under the guidance of Krishna. He was doing everything. And if you say Mahabharata, all the people in Mahabharata are killed by Krishna, not by Arjuna or Yudhishthira.
Right.
Nimitya.
Yeah.
He became only the cause.
The cause.
Krishna is telling how to kill Karna.
Yes.
Krishna is telling how to kill Duryodhana. Krishna is telling how to kill Krupacharya. Krishna is telling how to kill Dronacharya. Krishna is telling how to kill Jayadratha. Arjuna is just an instrument. So am I doing all my duties the way Krishna wants me to do?
How
That
do you
is dharma. Yeah, this is what my point is. Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita. You have to understand and practice Bhagavad Gita. We have authority. Otherwise, we are just doing whatever our mind says and thinking that I am doing good. Correct? So read Bhagavad Gita and try to practice. Authority should be there. Correct? When you stay in America, you practice the laws of America. You stay in India, you follow the laws of India. When you stay in this world, you follow dharma. That means laws of God. This nature is not running ऐसा वैसा नहीं चल रहा है. It is running under Krishna's Maya Dakshina Prakriti. There are certain laws. We have to learn those laws. Where are those laws? They are in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Bhagavad Gita. So therefore Krishna says, whatever you do, do it for me. Correct? Now I told you how many times you are breathing? 2,500 times, minimum. There are some maximums too. So how much we should be thanking Krishna? Without $10,000, it's not giving you, just give you one life. Each moment you are living because of Krishna. Each moment. So how much I should love Krishna and how much dedicate myself to Krishna. So therefore try to understand why Krishna is doing that for you. And that is called Krishna Bhakti. Okay, thank you. I wanted to bring you to that point. I'm sorry I was arguing with you. But I wanted to point out what is the authority. Right? Whatever we are telling, whatever we are doing is based on Bhagavad Gita. And we are not the first people. It is followed in generations by Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya. Just now I talked about Tukaram. 400 years ago, he's telling the same thing I'm telling you now. Right? Same thing. He said, chant the name of Krishna. I'm telling you the same thing. Chant the name of Krishna. Right? Now, what is happening, our is the Manorathene Dhavato Asato Bahi. Bhagavatam says, we are running according to our mind and thinking that we are doing everything right. Whatever my mind says, that is Dharma. So people who are like to eat fish, they create that kind of story. Because they want to prove that my fish eating is good. But where is this coming from? Is it coming from Bhagavatam or it is coming from...
Following the Quran, then they
See,
are not following Bhagavad Gita.
once you follow Krishna, then you will not make any difference between Allah and Krishna because Allah and Krishna are the same.
No, but I'm saying those
Jehovah is also same. Correct? What did Jesus says? I'm cutting you because I have understood. Jesus says the same thing. Chant thy name with all thy heart. There is no God before God. There is only one God. Who is that only one God? Who is God? Who is called God? That answer is in Bhagavad Gita. Bible, whatever unanswered questions are there, Jesus gave them some things just to make their brain fertile and they think about it. He didn't give everything. It is Prabhupada calls it an abridged dictionary. Muhammad also gave because it is an abridged dictionary. Allahu Akbar means Jai Shri Ram. Now tell me. If you say Jai Shri Ram, Allahu Akbar is the same thing. All glories to Allah. So what I'm telling you, once you understand Krishna, you will not see any difference in any religion. But try to understand Krishna. And then you understand how Allah, how Quran says the same thing that Bhagavad Gita is telling.
my
Correct?
question is more around saying like those who are like, no, we're not gonna be this because they have a religious context. Right? How do you get them the, like you said, the soul activities,
What activities?
like the activities for the soul, like
Okay, yeah.
right?
Soul activities, okay.
Without them having to believe in Krishna and saying they're still believing in Allah, but like they can still learn the activities.
That you will see me how I preach to the Muslims. I'm not going to tell you that.
You do that.
Yeah, of course. We have temples in Pakistan, we have temples in Middle East. Correct?
Is there any
Our
recording
point
I
is,
can see?
whoever is in front of me, I'm going to preach him.
How do you? Is there any recording I can see from you?
First thing is, no, my lectures are not recorded. Simple thing, bro. Very simple thing. Correct? You're not Muslim, you're not Christian, you're not man, you're not woman, you are simple soul. Correct? So that is the beginning of religion. That is the beginning of Dharma. So whether you're Muslim, Christian, Hindu, doesn't matter. your soul. So if somebody is eager, if somebody wants to understand, he will be seriously inquire and he will read Bhagavad Gita. In ISKCON, most of the devotees are foreigners. How they are becoming? We are not going to telling them become Hindu. We are not telling them. Right? We are not paying them to chant Hare Krishna. We are just telling them this is a universal principle. You are not this body. Body goes in changes, but you are eternal. Right? Where that soul is coming from, Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke. All souls are my part and parcel. Krishna doesn't say only Hindus or Brahmanas. Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke. All souls are my part and parcel. Jivaloka Sanatana, eternal. Right? Manasya Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karchani. Because of their mind, they are struggling in this Prakriti, material nature. Because we are all listening to our mind. So don't listen to your mind. Listen to what Krishna says and tell mind to do that. That is called mantra. Okay? Yes.
त्याला तो स्टार्टअप फाउंडर आहे त्याला एवढं सांगा की त्याचा स्टार्टअप कसं सक्सेस कसं आयपीओ जाईल त्या भाषेमध्ये सांगा त्याला ते समजेल लवकरात लवकर
कसा?
तो स्टार्टअप फाउंडर आहे त्याला असं सांग त्याला असं त्याचा स्टार्टअप त्याला सक्सेसफुल करायचा आहे त्या भाषेमध्ये सांगितलं की त्याला लवकर समजेल
No, no, oh, that is not. I mean, it's not the startup process.
No, that is that.
No,
See,
that is also
see, whatever you do, correct. That is your just like Arjuna is fighting. So that is his dharma. Correct? Your job is your dharma. But consciousness is important. Arjuna read Bhagavad Gita, understood Bhagavad Gita, then he went to the war. Now you are just doing the war. You didn't read Bhagavad Gita, didn't understand Bhagavad Gita, didn't practice Bhagavad Gita. So don't compare I am and Arjuna are the same. Correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Hare Krishna, Ram Krishna Hari. Yes. मलाही जायचं आहे पण बसलंय. तुझा नमस्कार पोचला. हरे कृष्ण.
छान वाटलं
Ram Krishna Hari.
छान वाटलं
Prabhu, you have a WhatsApp group on which you have like devotees and you.
I am not a technical person. I am wherever I am. I speak, whoever listens to me, I talk to them. I have my phone, but I don't even know where it is. I'm sorry, I'm not that intelligent person. Yeah.
he's
So,
very intelligent he's not accepting he's intelligent person
my intelligence is Krishna. Whatever he says, what I speak. I don't see a single word of mine. Right? I see whatever Krishna says, whatever Tukaram said. So my only request is perfect your whatever you are doing, dharma, business, whatever that is nothing to do. Correct? Just try to understand Bhagavad Gita. Don't worry about Muslims and Christians. Correct? You have a nice tilak on your head, try to understand Bhagavad Gita. Correct? And practice it. Chant Hare Krishna. That is the beginning. That is the beginning. Not only in might, you have to chant on beats. Everybody chants their.
I do it on my fingers.
That's what I'm saying. Fingers. Have you seen Ganpati doing on fingers? Have you seen Hanuman chanting on fingers? Have you seen Saraswati chanting on fingers? Have you seen Shiva chanting on fingers? How they are chanting? Everybody chanting on mala. So even though I'm technologically advanced, this science is the same. Okay? You have to learn to chant on beats. There is a reason for that. Correct? So beats are very important. You'll see the difference yourself. And focus. Not just look here, there and chant. No. You chant and you hear. That's what you do. Okay? Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
and just give his blessing he can be successful he can IPO and he can give half money to ISKCON.
He will be successful in whatever he does. You know, Krishna says that at the end, you know what Sanjay is saying? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dharudhara, Tatra Sri Vijayor. Whatever a devotee does, he'll be always successful. Tatra Sri Vijayor, Nitir Matva Matir Mama. This is my opinion, Sanjay says. If whoever follows Bhagavad Gita, he'll be always victorious. Externally, he may lose something, but in the eyes of Krishna, he is always victorious. Okay. Hare Krishna, become successful in IPL and come to our Bhagavad
No
Gita.
IPO then he can give half money to ISKCON.
That's
That's
her
my
demand. I'm not asking.
That's my
Are you buying any team, franchise, or something like that? That's what she's
no
she's
he's
saying.
doing IPO
IP. Oh, I thought he's taking
then he can give
IPL.
half money to ISKCON.
Oh, yeah. All the best in your job. No, these are all computer people. They are not ordinary people. Hare Krishna.
आप may have forgotten from Vrindavan. Sham Sundar who are here.
Yes. Where?
Long, long time. Vrindavan,
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
you used to come to, or used to come. You were in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. आप
Maybe you changed
अब
something.
I changed lot
Yeah,
of
so I cannot
lot
remember.
of things I changed.
I remember the soul. पतले हुए, बड़े हुए. हाँ, अभी बड़े हो गए. अभी तो
Body पूरा change हो गया.
कृष्ण भक्ति में लगे तो लड्डू बिड्डू खा रहे हैं.
Chitra,